Starting off the Grow weather report this week with the drought monitor out of UNL. And what drought? Nebraska, 98% drought free. There is a slice of northeast Nebraska, 1.67% abnormally dry. In Kansas, 93% of the state, no drought. Abnormally dry, 7%, and that is in that north central northwest corner once again. So it doesn't mean the drought is entirely over. Obviously, some abnormally dry areas, but for the most part, drought really not a concern. Of course, there may be some producers out there that are having a drought, and those are considered an anomaly. Unfortunately, that's what happens. Well, the 1 month outlook temperature-wise shows well below normal across Nebraska and Kansas. As far as the 3 month outlook, it looks like the western 2/3 of the Cornhusker state will see average temperatures for the 3 months ahead and well below normal temperatures across most of Kansas. We'll see if that comes to fruition. Well, across Nebraska and Kansas, precipitation-wise for the month ahead, well above normal precipitation. And you know, this thing has actually been right on track with the National Weather Service and their long-range prediction. So we'll see if they're right on the 3 month outlook. And now we're looking at snow chances as we get into the winter months. We hope there's not a lot of snow, but moisture looks like it will continue to come right along. Well, in the week ahead, temperature-wise, we're going to be just above normal. A fair chance of moisture in the forecast tomorrow. Highs around 83. We climb all the way up to 89 on Thursday. Friday, sunshine and very warm, right around 90. Lows will obviously be around 65 to 69 degrees. And that is pretty close to what we generally see on average for daytime highs. So we kind of look at that. Normal highs for the week ahead should be right around 86 degrees. Normal lows should be around 63. And then we average everything out. We're going to average a little bit above normal by 1 degree is all, 87. 67 will be the low. Well, our weather proverb this week: a fly on your nose you slap and it goes. If it comes back again, it will bring a good rain. Well, some of you may not want any more rain, and maybe you've had more than just enough. But we want to slap those flies anyway because we don't like them. Well, we like your pictures. You keep sending them to us. And here they are for this week, and that is your Grow Report.
Whether you're cutting hay, irrigating, or at the county fair, we'd love to see your photos. Email us grow@nebraska.tv, and of course you can always share them with us on Facebook and Twitter. A big government report came out this week with projections for the fall harvest, and that's had an impact on the markets, as Jeff Peterson explains.
So I guess first of all, explain. Quite a drop yesterday. What's happening here?
That was a big drop to see corn down over 20 cents and beans down over 60 at times, and it came right on the heels of our normal monthly supply and demand numbers. But USDA in this report, they're actually out in the field getting yields, and the yield numbers that they came up with, a lot higher than what the market was thinking. As a matter of fact, on the corn side, the yield was about 4 bushels the acre higher, 168.8, and on beans it was about 0.9 bushels higher than the market was expecting. So that put a lot of pressure on the markets. But even as we dig into those numbers deeper, Marilyn, as we look at the state of Nebraska, NASS is really estimating that the yield's going to be up about 8 bushels the acre this year in Nebraska. Now, we don't agree with that. We don't think that's right, but that's what the numbers are for now. And they think that the yield will be a couple bushels higher than last year on the soybean side, going from 54 on up to 56.
So now, between now and harvest time, when we do know those numbers, what could happen here?
Yeah, and that's the thing, and we really need to look at two scenarios. The first one we need to say is, what if USDA is right in their numbers? If USDA is right, then what we should do is we should expect some lower prices. I don't think they are. And how much lower? We could expect to see us go 35, 40 cents lower on corn. We could probably see us go about 75 to 80 cents lower on the soybeans. But if the numbers turn out to be closer to what we think, which would actually say yields are probably about 4 bushels lower on the corn and a couple bushels lower on soybeans, then yesterday we may very well have put in the lows for the season. So time is going to tell. This is the type of year where we'll probably have to get combines in the field before we're able to see what those yields are.
A young woman from South Central Nebraska takes a unique internship. We will meet Katie Caldwell coming up next.